No, you're the best. No, stop it, guys. You're the best.
Yeah, Freddie. Where'd you get that, Freddie?
I got it for being a participant.
Oh, look,
Where the heck is mine?
Freddie's already showed off his participation trophies.
Hey, I got two of them in the mail. When you pay your fees, you get it in the mail. And if you haven't got yours in the mail yet, you need to reach out to Pal Madkatz and he can get it to you.
I'm calling Pal Madkatz right now because I definitely did not get mine. Where's my packet?
Where's Brian? Is Brian coming in tonight? Oh,
Brian
Brian.
is on vacation again.
Again?
He definitely works for the government. Well, Kevin, I don't know what address you used, but it damn sure didn't come to mine.
I got one.
I got two.
You got two?
I got two.
You must have got mine.
Maybe.
Brian said.
So what's up, everybody? Welcome Thursday
What's
night.
happening? Back in the bait shop.
What up? Yep. Welcome to the bait shop, everybody. We got non-part-timers FOA and, well, sometimes part-timer Chris.
Wait a minute. Now,
hey, Kevin,
me and Chris ran the show for like 3 weeks in a row, the first half hour, while you and Brian weren't even there.
Ask Chad for my address. He don't have no problem pushing it out to everybody.
Oh, yeah, dude. Hey, I got flyers. I mean, home addresses. You need numbers. You need social security numbers. I got you. I got you covered for Chris. You need credit card numbers?
You got it all.
We got it.
What's up, Randy?
Don't you worry about it. We'll get you that information from Chris. You just message me on the side here for the right price. I'll share that information. So
it's like that.
It's like that.
Might be like that.
That's right. What up, Sampy? What up, member Troy from Real and Virtual Outdoors? We got Pontoon Jody. She's asking, are we getting into a PB measuring contest tonight? We may.
Well,
MI6. We got member Muskrat Adventures, Darren Crappie Day, Catch Fish with Us. Member Palmetto Cats.
What's up, Brian B?
Oh, Brian B making it in with a 1999.
Thank you for the 1999 that none of us will ever see.
I'm paying my way out of this show. Man, I like how this works. When you show up, you don't get paid. When you take off, you pay. I like the way this works.
That's how America should. Yeah,
that's right there. That's capitalism. I don't like it. What we got? Member Burrito Catfishing Lady. What's going on? 3 nights. Mac. There's Kevin again saying how he sent it to your address. You just don't check your mail. We got Wabash Nate.
That's probably true.
It's probably in the kitchen on that big stack of mail that's been there for like 2 weeks that you ain't even looked through.
Yeah.
Probably. We got Paylaker Eric.
What's up, Eric?
There's Randy Swain. Remember LG Bass? We got Shirley T. How you doing, Shirley? I ain't seen you in a bit. If I've missed you, I'm sorry. There's bumping Mike Greenwell. I did something a little bit different today. I actually went live on Facebook too.
You did?
I did.
Whoa.
I was like, we're going to get all kinds of people watching on the Facebook. It looks like we got one person over there. We pretty much doubled, we basically doubled our viewership here. So.
I'm on the Potomac right now as you speak.
Who's on the Potomac?
I am. I mean, mentally.
Mentally?
What's up? Mentally, I'm there.
So we had actually planned out something for tonight and it fell through. So guess what? We're going to do a BS show like,
We're just going maybe we should ask the chat what kind of subject we need.
Yeah. What kind of ideas do you guys want us to talk about? But I did come up with something because, the more I look on Facebook, and there was a post made within the last week or two about a certain person on this show and the quality flathead that they had caught being not big enough to be posting pictures of. And it got me to thinking, why is this just a big fish world?
It's not a
Why
big
do we
fish
not
world.
celebrate the little fellas too?
Wait a second. Pump your brakes. We were celebrating the little fellas last week, and we got a lot of little fellas. And like we did that post because I thought it'd be kind of cool. And just I thought maybe a lot of people would be receptive to putting it out there. Their little fish pictures, and they were. It was pretty cool. Yours was exceptionally small, but hey, it's okay,
bro.
That's what you catch. You catch small fish.
Mine was exceptionally adorable though, and I love that fish because, well, one, I actually caught a fish, so it meant the world to me. Okay.
That's something that Freddie hasn't done in a while.
What?
Todd, he hasn't done that in a while.
What, caught fish?
Yeah.
What am I doing here?
Freddie and Nina, you available for September 20th?
Oh, yeah.
September 20th for what?
Fat Boy Eric's Adventures.
That I don't know. That's too far out.
What's going on in September? I don't even know what's going on this weekend, let alone September 20th.
What's up, Steve?
Here's a good question.
That's too far out there for sure.
Greenwell says, does anybody think the vibration from spot locking messes with the fish biting?
100%. I've always been one of those kinds of people that I refuse to use anything like that, especially in shallow water. That's going to put a lot of noise and harmonics out.
I think it affects more in shallow than it does deeper. Yeah.
I think it affects you in everything because those sounds are going down. I mean, maybe they're going down the line. I don't know.
Well, how is I catch usually when I'm spot locked sitting there, I catch more fish with my suspending rods than I do my rods thrown out.
Well, Freddie, you don't catch enough fish to be able to, even put that into some kind of dialogue. So maybe we'll try it with somebody that catches fish.
What the what?
See, I kind of agree with Freddie. In the shallower water, I could definitely see it being more impactful than in deeper water.
Yeah, we don't rarely use it because I'll tell you, we got into crappie fishing, and they're so spooky. We're just on the trolling motor.
I mean, depending on what you're fishing for, like catfish wise. Now, see, I do the opposite. I have better luck when I'm spot locked with rods that I've thrown out versus rods that I've suspended. So, but I fish different depths water. Deep to Freddie is like anything over 8 feet.
Well, he's only 4 foot tall, so that's twice his height.
I know, right?
I'm taller than both of y'all, so I don't want to hear that.
You can pump your brakes. You're not taller than I am.
I
know
am,
you're wearing heels the other day,
taller.
but that didn't make you taller.
The only reason you look taller than me is you wear them 6-inch pumps whenever we're at the shows.
You're gonna get a pump. That didn't come out right.
That did not come out right.
I'm
not glad that my mom's probably watching over here on
Facebook.
Facebook.
There was a rewind button.
No, but there is a record button that you can go back and clip these out. So we can always make fun stuff out of that.
Great. It's 9 minutes and 8 seconds in. Go ahead.
That's right. But no, I've not had many problems with even like spot locking on the lakes around here and stuff. Being able to, that I thought it hurt catching fish because it's hell. I troll for crappie right behind a boat and catch them. So
yeah,
I don't know. I don't really think that has maybe a huge impact, but it probably has maybe some. Now I know like there's people too, like when you're down there at say Wheeler Dam and stuff catching skipjack, people say turn your sonars off completely. So I think maybe sonar might impact it more than the trolling motor and being a spot locked. Stuff like that I could see probably, especially in more shallow water being an issue. I think in a river with major barge traffic, it isn't going to bother them. Yeah, yeah. Listen to the keyboard as talking. Cool Cats is like 4'11". He ain't talking to nobody. I don't know who he's talking to. That boy is. I thought honestly, I thought when I was going to meet James, he was going to be like 6'8". But he walked up to me at CatCon. I thought he was going to bite my kneecap. He's so short.
Well, how was this past weekend for you, Chad? Did you have an all right weekend?
This past weekend, I didn't get to go fishing, but the wife had surgery on last Wednesday, and we took care of her Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to make sure she was good and comfortable. We actually went to her first post-op doctor's appointment today and got her first checkup, and things are going pretty good. So
nice,
good
very
deal.
good.
You want to hear something great? They yelled at her and told her she has to listen to me.
How much did you pay them for them to say that?
They said that I'm the man and that I'm a great husband, that I take care of her so well that she should listen to me more. And I was like, where's the bill? I'll pay this one for a change. That was pretty awesome. But yeah, we're going to see how it goes for this weekend, though, because we've got 8,000 inches of rain falling over 5 days. Our river is going up from 28 to 52 feet. What the hell, Todd? Who he must be talking about? One of you two, because it ain't me.
Todd is he's one of those retired fishermen too.
There seems to be a lot of you guys in here.
Yeah, I think Todd and I retired around the same time.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, hell or high water, we're catching some fish. We're gonna go try. And then I'm gonna drop them off by Todd's house.
You can bring them down and drop them right in the Ohio River. I will not complain.
Yeah.
We need them. I'd like to go out, but now I'm wondering if I can even get my boat out of the garage, because we had those storms come through in the middle of the night last night, and my garage door is nice and tore up. So,
you think the wind caused that?
it's the only thing I could make sense to me, that there's nothing over there. There's nothing floating around that would have caused it. So the only thing I can think of is the same, because the side of the house where it ripped all the roofing off of it, the shingles, that's exactly in the same line of where that the garage is, basically. So I think it just came through there and was whipping so hard it pushed it in. I don't know. It sucks.
Well, yep. Well, hopefully you got a low deductible.
Yeah, we'll see. See how that all works out. Otherwise, I guess I got crowbars and hammers.
Well, when you get on the roof, get someone to send me pictures and video. I want to watch that.
I can tell you that my big old butt is not going to be up on the roof.
All I can see it.
Be like the opening scene of the Santa Claus, where he falls off the roof and dies.
That's right. That's right.
But it's funny. And I was texting Bugman in chat, and he was asking me, talking to me. I sent him pictures and stuff, and he's like, watch them creepy crawlers start coming around, and at this time of the year, all these people that are roofing experts wanting to do your roof, and it wasn't like 20, 30 minutes later, somebody pulled my driveway. I was like, geez, oh crap, here we go. One of the great roofing companies, local roofing companies, lives just down the street, trying to sell me on it. Is Roger here? He was in chat earlier. I don't know, Eric. There's Mr. Fish and Fever. Not even going to touch that subject.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
not.
say let's just move over that one.
Yeah, we're gonna go right past that one. I'm not getting involved in that, and I'm not too beloved community company leaders. I'm not going to ask their opinion on it either. So I don't want to get them dragged into it. So.
Yep, let's just keep it moving.
So you never answered my question. So why don't you guys like small fish? Why do we only focus on the biggest fish in the rivers and lakes?
Because I think it's just because I mean that's an achievement. It's an achievement. You're not supposed to catch big fish, so when people do, they post a lot. But based on reactions, I think we get just as much reactions off the small fish if if it's set up right.
Yep.
What do you mean set up right?
Well, if you do any social media, when you make a post, it's important that you set the post up right so you get the engagement. So, in that situation, I think I used you as a guinea pig and encouraged other people to
Why are you
engage
laughing?
with it and share their trophies. I don't know. I think it's cool, man. I just like pictures, and I like seeing how different people enjoy the outdoors, and how often are you going to see someone actually post a little picture like some of those?
Well, I mean, if it's somebody like Freddie, a lot.
A lot for Freddie.
Hey,
But I mean,
a fish
it's
is a
kind of
fish
neat
is
to
a
see.
fish.
Yeah, it's neat to see all the pictures that come at that come flooding in there. So maybe on social media it's one way, but I think we all love and respect the little ones, and the littlest ones we get more pictures of. So yeah,
Was that a jab towards me again? The littlest little one. I tell
yeah,
you what, that little flathead though had a big appetite. That actually
yeah.
took a big old headpiece, and it was like wedged in its mouth when I pulled it in. It didn't even have a hook in it. It was just all
Okay.
bait.
So you snagged it.
No,
Yep.
I baited it.
Mhm.
That's all that little thing
Mhm.
had just a big old piece of. I don't remember if it was a big old shad head or a big old crappie head.
Probably had a chicken leg in its mouth.
I probably had a chicken leg in my mouth when I caught it. But
Yeah, and that we know is true.
Very true.
And a Diet Coke.
at that time, maybe I might have had a Diet Coke.
Mhm.
Me.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to this weekend though. We've got our shad run, so we're gonna do a lot of that.
What kind of shad were you talking about? Like gizzard shad?
No hickories. So all the hickory shad are pouring into our river right now.
So
And so we have
fake skipjack. Got it.
yeah, whatever you want to call it. Let's move on.
That's what they look like. They look like skipjack, but they're
I think
they're like the
they
Timu version of skipjack.
honestly, I think they probably are a skipjack. I just think that the difference is because they come from the ocean.
Yeah.
And yours are in the lake or river. I think it's exactly the same fish.
I think that there is a lot of similarities looking at them, but I had because a while back I looked at it, I was like, what I think
But
somebody from the James had posted a video or was talking about them or something. So I was like, that and they held them up, and I was like, that looks just like a skipjack. And
yeah, I mean, we
but there are
call them
some differences.
where we are. We got about a month or so where we can catch them, and I don't know. We call them like baby tarpon because they're super fun to catch on
Oh,
3-4 pound tests, and they jump out of the water just like a tarpon. So
yeah, they're just like skipjack, basically.
they're lots of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with little fish.
Send it to me, Freddie.
Wait a minute. Did Freddie post that on? Because I remember you
Freddie
got my
doesn't
picture
post.
from me
First of
posting
all,
on a coastal
Freddie
website.
doesn't post anything on social media. It doesn't happen.
Freddie needed to get his social media game up. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he needs a lot of work.
Question from Palmetto Cats: if you fish with high test braid, do you lock down the drag or do you adjust it so it's a fair fight? I can tell you,
Lock it down.
I'm not a huge fan of locking the the drag down on reels. I'd rather let the rod do the work.
Well, again, you catch a little fish. I think if you catch a lot of big fish, you fish with your reels locked down.
I think you're crazy. It's
All
bad
right.
on your gears, first of all. But
Your rod, first of all, you got stretch in your line, you got stretch in your rod. There's
okay,
nothing you're gonna catch that's gonna ruin the gears of your reel.
again, he's talking about high test braid. There's no stretch in the line.
Which I don't use.
I don't use high
in
test braid, so I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
I do in certain setups. Obviously, people use it on their bumping, but I also use it on a lot of my suspended rigs as well. I like to have braid. I usually use low profile reels when I'm using fishing my suspended rods. So
I got out of so we used to fish braid in those months where we're fishing really deep, like 50 foot or less. I mean, or more. I used to use a lot of braid just to get so I could get it down deeper without the drag on the line. But I don't like to mix braid and mono because I've had a few fish get cut off by the braid before. So braid will cut your mono pretty quick.
Interesting. And it must have been Fishing Fever because he's the only person in the whole wide world in our community that fishes for hickory shad. Jeez, on pizzas, guys. And even he says, Kevin, lock it down. Even a small fish can cut braid on a rock. It's fair either way. Lord have mercy. Kevin's dragging with 80-pound test. You a heavier leader and break off.
I don't know.
The only braid that like I said, I'm using it on my suspended rods. Most of those are low profile reels that I usually use. So I use braid on those. That's about it. Most of my stuff is mono.
Yeah. I mean, that's all we use. That's 40.
Yep.
Is that a pin squall?
Yep. I switched to squalls. I got rid of all my Garcias.
Loser.
I tell you, they're just not any good. That squall is fantastic. Really, you won't have any complaints.
Actually, the only pin squalls that I have are the pins. I have the pin squall low profiles. Those are pretty nice.
I like those. They're great
nice.
for the money. They're good. We had too many problems with the Garcias 8000s over the years, so we just got rid of them.
Well, see, I was mostly 7,000 guy for a while, but now all I run is the 6500s.
This is a little 5500. Now I'll run these little guys right here, but that's only if I'm fishing. Like this reel right here is for saltwater. I'm fishing down, maybe for like flounder or whatever. I use that.
I just use Penske Fun Cast 40s, 50s, and 60s. That's all I use now.
And you have one of the nicest reels in the whole wide world, and you don't use it.
No, it's on a very special rod with the very special reel in the very special place in the other room where it'll never get used.
It's
along with about 6 other rod and reels.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got a huge collection of rods and reels that I'll never use. They just collect.
I was gonna say I have a ton of rods. I got a lot of reels, but not near enough to fit all the rods that I have.
Well, when we were fishing pretty heavy, we always made sure we had enough for every boat, so we never had to worry about what rod, where our rods were.
So do you have
spinning reel wise? I use nothing but the Quantum Optics from Walmart. I love those spinning reels.
What are you using those for? Bait?
No, for catfish or my little ones for the bait. But yeah, the quantum optics from Academy carries them. I know they're great. They've worked great for me for catfishing.
Oh, look at there! Look, I told you, y'all better behave. There's my mama.
What's up, Mama?
Hello, beautiful mom.
Well, this is the only way she can contact you now because you don't live 3 doors down from her.
It was 2 doors down. Thank you.
Now she gets to see you every Thursday night.
Yeah, if I go live on Facebook like this, she can watch me and be like, "Oh my God, what is my son doing?"
She probably thinks you're famous.
No, she knows that.
Oh, she knows.
Yeah, she knows that I'm not. I'm just
No.
not. But anyway, guys got me. So you use spinning reels for catfishing, Freddie?
Oh yeah, on my effing spinning rod.
That's not too common these days, but some people still do.
See, I only think spinning reels should be used for like bait fishing, bluegills, crappie, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or for people that can't use spin cast reels, bait casters.
So he's do that so it's less chance, at least one less chance of bird nesting.
Yeah, it's a whole lot harder to bird nest that way.
Rookie, come on.
What Greg Berger say here? We got Greg says, Chad, I use 80-pound mono for fishing for the offshore rig because of the barnacles on the legs of the rigs. That would make sense. See, that's why I usually like mono over braid is the abrasion resistance on them.
Yeah, well, there's that new nylon mono stuff that's out there. It's even more abrasion resistant than regular mono. I'm just saying.
Never heard of it. Who has that?
Maybe FOA carries a 40-pound line in it.
Is it on your website? Probably
yes, it is. But if you need a certain color, you have to put it in the remarks when you check out because it just says 40-pound mono. You click on it, put it in your cart. Then when you check out, say, I want orange or I want blue or I want pink.
So what? Hold on. So what if I order it and don't say nothing?
What?
Yes, what if you have to make a request for what color that you want?
Yeah, because I don't have the drop down set up yet on it for each different color.
Jesus, Freddie,
we're gonna have to have an intervention.
That takes like 30 seconds.
Hey, James Roy Thorne, good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing all right. You and the missus.
Do you at least have a note in there that says, "Hey, you have to send us a note"? You need a note for a note.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, I've been busy the past 2 months with a whole bunch of shows.
Hey, if anybody that wants to take lessons on how to set up an e-commerce store, don't call Freddie.
No, because mine is still way out of date. I got to do some updating on it. Hopefully, I'll have a day this weekend to get some of the things updated on it.
So you've been so busy with these shows, you have time while you're sitting there doing absolutely nothing, and everybody else that's working in your booth is doing all the work that you could be doing this work.
Oh, that's not fair. Everybody else in my booth is not doing all the work.
Oh, yeah, really?
His help that he brings, the most thing that they do is hold the chair down. The chair is not going anywhere.
Which we just got back from a show this past weekend in South Carolina, which was all right, and we are looking forward to
Alabama
in what, 2.5 weeks?
Yep, Alabama, and then
what show's going on down there?
We're going to the Sea Arc Invitational.
Oh, okay.
And then after Alabama, what do we have? Anything in May?
Well, I've got the Gathering, which will be at the Gathering, but that's just hopefully kind of fishing and relaxing.
Yeah. And then
But I'm sure I'll have a couple products with me if some people come out there and want something while we're there. I'm sure we can take care of them. But then after May, we got a huge event out west in Oklahoma.
Toll City right
We're
there.
gonna go. We're going to the World. Hold on, let me get it right. They got it on their thing. It's called World Noodling. I think it's a World Noodling Championship.
Something like that. It is one of the biggest noodling competitions in the world. Last year was over 2,000 contestants.
Jesus.
Yep.
How many?
12,000 spectators.
That's a lot of fingers and
That was a lot of
hands in the holes.
Lots of hands in the holes.
So we'll be going out there with Chris.
Did somebody put Todd in timeout?
Not me.
He said, "Did I get in trouble?" Somebody else in timeout again. All my friends get put in timeout.
I didn't see that it said anybody got put in timeout.
I didn't see it either. But if it was probably Brian in the background.
Brian is famous for putting people in timeout. It's ridiculous.
Now I gotta go make sure he ain't been blocked or
Todd Gladwell.
Jeez, old Pete.
But yeah, that'll be our first Western show.
So moderators with wrenches. Do not time anybody out. Don't don't delete anybody, don't block anybody, don't time anybody out.
I can't remember where to go.
That's in June, and in July we get a little bit of a break, and then August it starts back up. I can't remember what.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to. I was talking to Steve. I'm gonna go do something with him at some point. I might try to catch up and do some fishing somewhere.
I don't remember where you look.
Kevin, your wrench will be removed. Your wrench will be removed.
So yeah, we've been busy with shows and events this year so far. It's twofold. We try to get our name out there as part one. Part two is we try to make a little bit of money. So
yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. So you had to get invited to this thing, and so we got a call, and the lady said, how would you like to come out to the World Noodling Championship in Oklahoma? And I'm like, right away I'm Googling the distance, and I was like 22 hours. I said, well, I don't know. How many people do you usually have show up? And she said, well, last year was 12,000. I said, sign me up. We'll be there.
No doubt.
We will be there. But no, it's pretty cool. So the anglers, they voted, and I guess we were, I think from what she said, we were either like the most requested company or but anyway, they accepted us. So
I have to check you, Chris, because he's a paid member, so he gets special privileges.
Oh, you lucky I don't have my controls. I'd be sitting. I'd put everybody in the chat and timeout. We just
he done went and lost his moderation powers of.
Yeah, I just don't sign up with it anymore because that puts me in. I do naughty stuff. So, but no, it's pretty cool. I mean, we don't know anything about Newland where we are, so to see that and to see, it's supposed to be a heck of an event. So pretty excited.
Yep.
What the hell is that?
What's up, Ted? How you doing, bud?
What's going on, Ted?
What we got there, Mr. Ted Ellenbecker. What's going on, my friend? There's the Benoits, the Cootie Queens.
What's going on, girls?
Yeah, I can't find it.
It'll be all right.
Hopefully Todd didn't. I had to look. I'll find it after the show.
Yeah, that's all good.
Well, maybe not right after the show because I gotta I gotta open up the bait shop hair salon after this.
You're gonna do your hair.
I ain't gonna do my hair.
That stuff off your face?
No.
Oh, you gonna dye that racing stripe? The lightning stripe?
That right there makes me look distinguished. And it makes people think I really know what I'm talking about when I speak.
Well, I think it looks like you drooled too much.
Distinguished was not the look that I was going for. Not distinguished.
All right. Dustin
Maybe
has a
other
show.
word. I've never watched it, so I couldn't tell you.
I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah, so nothing exciting this week. We're just kind of.
I'd win this too.
Well, I would win that one if that one showed up, because that's why I'm on this show.
People often ask me why I have you on my show. I'm getting really tired of you puffing that chest out with that new awesome shirt you got on.
Mm-hmm. Hey, did you see his shorts in the background?
I'm not showing off my awesome new.
Look at that. Isn't that cool? They turned out really cool.
They turned out great.
Very, very happy with those.
You got two options. You got one with the hood and without the hood. I got the one with the hood because I like it. Mm-hmm. What were you saying? I was showing off back here in the background?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if anybody did. You guys see these?
Yeah, but there's no matching shorts to go with either of those shirts, so I can't make an order.
Where's my light? There we go.
No, but I do have a hoodie that goes with these.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you, girls.
So tired.
Yeah.
So tired.
I got another one here. We did. I guess this is turning into a sales pitch.
Yeah, might as well.
I'll make the most of it. There you go. So we did all the art.
Those look. I wasn't so excited about those with pictures and stuff, but when I seen it in person this past weekend, I was like, "Wow, I really like it."
They turned out really, really, really good.
Yes, they look amazing.
Yep, I have the Catfish website up, but I keep looking for my Catfish shorts and can't find them yet. So,
well, I've actually got. Hang on a second.
Oh, you mean those type things, Chad?
Mm-hmm.
Short. You mean something like that, Chad? Just like that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those. Kevin says, "Wait, Catfish has a website?" Yeah. And as long as he hasn't blocked me on there like he has Facebook, you can use FTW20 and save 20%.
I only blocked you for a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, look at those. What?
Purple.
Those?
Those are purple. Special order. They're really nice too. They got zipper pockets. Military green.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, they got zipper pockets too, Chad. See?
I don't know why I do this show anymore.
And you got two front pockets, and you even got a back pocket. Man.
Yeah. They what color did you want again, Chad?
I mean, probably several different colors. So I don't know what. Unless if you're running a site like Freddie, where I got to just type it in, and it'd be like, let
me get a 2X, dude.
Yeah, give me like a 2X with that it is like half blue and half green, and then the other third of it. And then Freddie's trying to do math and trying to figure out how he's getting 1 2/3.
And then he's like, well, how do I do the tax on it? Like, how do I collect tax? Oh, I need to put nickels, dimes, and quarters in my drawer. Look, I gotta go ahead and spill this. This shit was so funny, and I was like my expression when I heard there he's gone. My expression when I heard this, I'm going. So we're sitting there at the show. Come back, Freddie. He's gonna
come on, Freddie. Don't be a wuss.
Freddie. So we're at the show, and some customers come up to him, and Freddie goes, "Oh, it's $60 XYZ." And somebody says something about tax. No, I don't charge tax. I pay the tax for you. And I went, I'm like, what did he just say? So the guy walked off, and I said to Freddie, Freddie, did you say that you pay the taxes for him? Oh, yeah. I do that because I don't want to have to carry nickel, dimes, and quarters in my drawer. I'm like, you just ask them if they're going to pay with cash or charge. If it's charged. And this whole thing, he didn't want to talk about this. He's like, nope, I'm paying the tax. And then today he calls me. He calls me and he starts complaining about how much tax he paid. So instead of collecting the tax from the customer like you're supposed to do and then paying it, Freddie says, no, don't worry about it. I got it. My gift to you. And then he complains about having to pay the tax. I'm like, bro.
Hey, you just let me be me and complain about what I want to complain about. I do it because, that's who I am. I mean, I just don't. Yeah. I feel that I'm at a show. I'm giving the customer the best deal they can get. Yeah, I'll eat the taxes and
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. At a show, customers should get the best possible, thing that they can. But if you have to pay tax on it, then you have to collect it.
Well, I collect it out of my own pocket.
But anytime you've been to any show, it doesn't matter.
I had a few customers to buy something, and then whenever they checked out, and I told them and they looked at the receipt like, "There's no tax." I said, "No, we cover tax." Well, the next day they come back and bought a couple more things.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but you can't complain about paying tax.
Hey, I can complain about anything.
I think that's an American right that you can complain about paying taxes, even if you collect it, though.
I can complain about whatever I want.
Well, we don't. I mean, at shows we don't collect tax on cash, but if it's a credit card, and the only reason that we do, here's the thing: it's a credit card charge, so we already got a little bit of discount. The credit card company is going to hit us for 6%, so we lose 6%, and then pay tax on top of it.
Yeah, how about that?
So if it's cash, then that's real easy. But credit card, I mean,
hey, I eat that credit card charge cost too.
I just threw that in because I figured it would touch a nerve. No, I mean, it's cool.
I can just see Freddie going,
oh, he's like,
what taxes?
Taxes? What taxes?
Bubbles.
He's gonna be like, I didn't know we had to pay that.
Oh no, trust me, South Carolina made sure at this event they walked around, was checking everybody's, make sure they had the forms and everything filled out. And look, the guy walked by me like 6 times, didn't even stop. So the 7th time as he comes by me, I'm showing him my sales, my license, and my LLC and everything. He goes, yeah, I already know. We already looked you up.
Damn.
So they were waiting on me because they already knew I had to pay it.
Oh, let me tell you, this is another one. So we all shared a room, and it's fun. I enjoy hanging out with everybody.
You enjoy sharing a room with Freddie?
I do enjoy sharing a room. He greeted me at the door at like 1 a.m. with just those other catfish shorts on. I was like, wow, look at this fella. But anyway, I was too tired for funny business. I just went to bed. But so we're talking about he's complaining about how expensive eggs are, right? So all I've heard about is eggs. So the man goes out and buys chickens, coop, the whole 9 yards, just so that he can have some eggs in 6 months. And the amount of money that he spent on chickens and stuff.
I was going to ask, hey, how much money have you spent getting these chickens started?
Hey, I got coops and feeders and waters because I've raised chickens time and time again.
This was the whole business plan. Oh, don't worry. The eggs went up $2 a dozen, and we like our eggs. And I was thinking, it's going to take you years to recuperate that money.
Hey, but you know what? Then chickens won't get no tax. That's a
No.
You won't have to worry about paying the tax. That's right.
Look, and when they stop laying, guess what? That's fish bait.
Oh no, that's what we were just talking about. That'd be the tax. You can't use them on the tax.
Look, if you don't lay, your head comes off and you get cut up for bait.
Sorry, I got text messages. What do you guys think the best line, best line braid or mono, and the best pounds for catfish?
I would say 40-pound mono is
Wrong.
the best overall for your main line.
Wrong.
Say that again.
What do you think is the best
Line and poundage.
best line and poundage for whether it be mono or braid, and what pound for your
I would say really you don't need to run over 30. Well, it depends on where you are now. That's a big difference. But for where we live, I don't think we need to run over 30.
That's all I run. I used to run 40, but now I run 30.
We have some 40. Like that one back there was 40, but I mean, because you've got so much stretch and everything in your drag and in your your rod, and line's gonna stretch anyway. But
Well, that 40-pound FOA power line is the same diameter as regular 30-pound mono. So that's why I use 40.
look, guys, what he's actually doing, I'm just gonna let the cat out the bag. He's actually charging you for he's making you think you're getting 40, but you're paying for 30. That's what it is. It's just 30. He's come up with this thing. Don't worry, we've tested it, and our testing scales off by 10 pounds. It's tear it out.
Oh, geez.
What's up, Fish Shizzle?
It measures exactly the same size as 30.
We gotta make sure we put that comment up.
Because it's a nylon mono, not a pure mono.
He's my hero. Look, Fish Shizzle, yeah. You can't let
I might have to rethink his position at FOA if he keeps saying that one.
Look at Mike. We're gonna have Mike on a roll. Mike, you got to talk some sense into this guy.
Sounds like, honestly, Marilla, sounds like he needs a good sound agent to talk him through this before it gets too bad.
You can't do nothing about it. Trust me.
No, Nina fusses at me all the time.
Yeah, I looked at her earlier at the show, and she said, "Yeah, I just give up."
It was enjoyable actually having her at the show with us because it was me, her, Trey, and Chris. So
lots of fun. It was cool. She got to see a little bit different side that she'd never been at before. That was her first show outside of CatCon.
Yeah,
it was pretty neat. Trey does a good job.
I like Trey. I tell you what, I watched that boy at CatCon. He did a hell of a job down there.
I'm trying to convince him to cut his damn hair. It's
me too, but that ain't happening.
It's
out of control.
What's wrong with the kid's hair?
Oh, he's got an afro.
He looks like a wet poodle /
He took his hat off and it went like this, okay? And I said, "Holy cow, son, you need to cut that hair." And he said, it's not going to happen. He did call me dad a few times, so we're making progress.
He was saying that because he was trying to get some free shirts out of you, but you know.
Yeah,
that's the only time he calls me dad is when he wants money or something.
Yeah. I always try to give him something free at the show, but he insists on wearing that old dingy hat that he's had for 10,000 years.
Hey, he loves that red hat. I can't help that it's 5 years old.
That hat needs some serious restoration.
He popped out his room, so you leave my hat alone.
He's worried about the hat. The hair doesn't faze him. The whole hair conversation.
Hey,
not at all.
You guys got to remember when you're younger and look at hair now, how it starts running away from your face. If I'd have known that, I would have kept all the hair I had back in the day until it, I'd have huddled every strand.
Not all of us have receding hair.
Yeah, some of us still have a head of hair, Chad.
What's this guy want? Don't,
Hey, I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware that it's you got 9 minutes left.
We don't care.
what?
9 minutes. It'll be 9 o'clock. You know, SNL starts at 9 o'clock.
Chad, looks like we got to run this to about 9:30.
I'm in. I mean, you don't come on to the.
I do though. I do. I just did.
You don't come into the live talk show of the year.
But I did.
He's trying to get extra points for his award for to get in there and have an opportunity.
Look, Dustin.
Yeah,
I know you're right, Chris. I know what it is. Dustin is when we win it again next year. Dustin's going to have Kevin print 5 medals, so he can say he's like, I was on there. I was a co-host one time, so I should deserve.
That's exactly what
I deserve a participation
well,
trophy.
I would just say, look at your chat. I mean, thank you, Greg. Appreciate it.
Really, Greg?
Tonight's just a chill night. We're not paying attention to any of that. Yeah. I mean, this show is pretty crappy, but me and Freddie are tired from carrying it for the last 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
I've carried it for 5 years, so
yeah, and there's mistakes.
Well, like I said, I just wanted to come up and let you know that now you got just under 8 minutes left, or just over 7. So
we're gonna run it. Thanks for that. Now that we're gonna run it a little bit longer though.
Yeah, sure, Chris. I get it.
Yeah.
We'll let you know.
Hey, by the way, Dustin, don't stop fishing in all my fishing spots. Okay.
Well, stop showing all the spots on camera.
Well, I fished the Potomac.
Why would you do that?
Well, I don't know. I just wanted to say it.
Okay.
I want to be able to release my fish back into I want to be able to release my invasive species.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming. See you.
That's all I wanted to do.
I promise we will let you know when you're allowed to go live.
It was looking at his watch.
All right, Ted.
If anybody wants to use their wrench, now's the time to use the wrench.
Oh, that's right. I'm a member. Don't even have a wrench. I was saying that earlier. You ignored my comment. So
use the wrench.
I didn't even notice you were in chat.
It'd be nice if you
I know you did.
Wow.
Oh, you noticed. I saw your eyes light up when you saw my name.
Fever.
I saw your eyes light up.
Look, there's another wrench getting ready to get lost. Just because of this, he says. Okay.
Murillo, give him the timeout.
All right, I got you. Mike.
Yeah, you got to report for makeup. You definitely need a lot of it, brother. You're starting to need to get more beauty rest.
What are you gonna do?
There's no help for me, Dustin.
He's given up.
I gave up. I gave up.
Hey, you ever seen the face of defeat? Just look up.
Look. Greg Burgess just asked, "Why don't I have a wrench?" Hold on.
Give him a wrench. Come on, somebody time.
Hold on. I got to go highlight the comment of why he doesn't have a wrench.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now we know.
I don't think I've given a wrench.
Only I can highlight your comments.
Come on, somebody time out Dustin. Let's go ahead and finish it out like that. Somebody. Are you fishing this weekend, Dustin?
I'm gonna try to go Saturday morning when the wind's not too bad.
We're gonna go. I'll be out there tomorrow.
Are you guys not getting all the rain that we're sending you?
No, it's beautiful here.
I walked outside and I'm like, I should be fishing right now.
85 degrees this afternoon. It's beautiful.
We're going to get like between 6 and 7 inches of rain just in our area.
I'm going to be down. If you're down that way, I'm going to put in at Osborne tomorrow.
Okay.
You keep all that rain your way, Chad. We've had enough.
And that's the light part. I mean, if you look at southwestern Kentucky, down in towards like Paducah and then Memphis and St. Louis, they're talking 10 to 14 inches of rain down there.
Yeah, we didn't get anything.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to get some Sunday evening, but
it's been beautiful here.
Look, then you got people like this come in. He hasn't came in since 2023, and he's talking about Chad won't give me a wrench.
That's the guy that you should ask.
Appreciate your one view in 2 years, pal.
All right, so you got
this past weekend we had a couple cool we checked out all the booths and stuff. Me and Chris got to walk around, saw a couple cool things. You know, we both ended up buying a few of the same things.
with the tax money, or
Yeah.
No, mine. I'm not. That's a whole different thing. What Freddie does, that's
Yeah.
just his own.
Look, Dominic said, even Dominic came in and said they're supposed to get 15 to 16 inches of rain down there where he's at.
Whew.
Wow.
It's insane. That's a lot of rain.
I'm gonna pop out, but you got like 3.5 minutes. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for letting me come up.
Yeah, I was going to see if they had any new things that they saw at these other shows, because they're apparently at
Right.
bass fishing shows.
Now, who let him in through the backstage? That's where the real problem
I would
is.
never
It's
let him in
on
the
this
back.
page. The
Was
problem
not me.
started right here.
Was not me.
I don't know who sent him the link.
But yeah, I picked up a couple different barbecue sauces from some local companies, which we had Nina baked some fish last night, and I put some of this, I don't even remember the name of the sauce. It was so dang good. I drank like half the bottle.
You drank half the bottle?
I mean, it was good. I mean, I was quadruple dipping my fish in it.
So what kind of shows are these other shows that you're not the Sea Arc, but the Palmetto Can't Fish Classic, and then what was the other one you guys went to?
Well, the one before this past
Raleigh?
weekend was in Greenville, South
Oh.
Carolina, and it was the NOE Fishing Expo. It was just called the Fishing Expo. It was mainly geared toward bass and crappie. So we were the only catfish booth there. So
you were infiltrating the bass and crappie world.
Yeah, but we did really well there. I had a lot of locals from the Carolinas that didn't know who catfish was or FOA was, so that was great getting our name out to the area to some of these people that didn't know who either one of our companies were. And then this past weekend was the Palmetto Sportsman's Classic. It's all outdoors, but it was a little more tailored to the camping / hunting side of things and not as much as the fishing. But
Show them that thing that we got from there.
It was still a good show, but one of the coolest products that me and Chris both got was from this company called Scout Tech. This is called a solar panel, and it's the STP-25 Alpha. What it is a trail cam solar panel, but it also has an internal battery.
That's cool.
And each cell on it is individual cells. So say you drop something and bust one of the cells, it doesn't affect the whole thing. So it continues to charge because all these other cells in here. So that's another feature that's really cool, because a lot of these things like this, those solar panels like this, are a single cell. So if you crack it or bust it, the whole panel's no good. So being individual, it's awesome. One of the coolest features about this one is it has a regular USB plug, a USB-C plug, a 6-volt plug, a 9-volt plug, and a 12-volt plug. So you can plug pretty much anything in the back of this thing. And it charges as long as there's sun on it, it's charging. So it is 25,000 milliamp hour battery inside of it. So it's going to last long time. So I actually liked it so much, I actually bought two. One for the boat, because I'm going to use it for my phone and my night lights inside the boat. So it's basically a power bank for your with a solar charger on this way.
It's pretty slick. I threw mine up in the dash of my truck and charged it, and kept my phone charged the whole way back.
Chris, just so you're aware, I got a message that said, it's a screenshot. Team Snagging Whiskers Dustin was timed out by Murillo Family Fishing for 86,000 seconds.
Nice. Thank you. I have to call him myself.
And what is Dominic? Congratulations on the win last weekend.
What did he win?
Apparently, Dominic was fishing a tournament by himself.
May have been. But yeah, that is one of the coolest things that we saw. And these guys were next booth to us. So we got to talk to them, listen to their spiel, and again, it's a solar pack. It's a solar charger and your battery pack all in one. So
It's
sit
slick.
in your boat
It's
like
really
that
slick.
and plug in your stuff, and you're all day, and it's going to recharge while it's running. So
Yeah,
that is really cool. And it was what, $100, Chris? I think it was.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, and it's really thin. It's only 2.5 inches thick. And now size wise, it's about 11, I think 10.5, 11 inches square. So it don't take up a whole lot of room.
Hold on.
It's got mounts and stuff where you could bolt it to different shit and whatnot.
Yeah, it's got your standard bolt mounts, so, and strap mounts on the side also. So it will be going on. That one will be going on the boat here soon.
Well, if it'll load.
So we're excited for that.
When's the next tournament?
April 19th.
April the 19th, which is the Fish-a-thon, correct?
That is correct.
What's that going to be? Oh, that's right there. So we're donating for some money and stuff. Yeah.
Dominic caught 95.62 pounds. What? And look at this. Look at this. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Way to go, Dom. You
Did he
still
have
got it in you.
Was Tanya fishing with him or something?
He probably hired like a guide.
Look at this stud. He got a belt and everything. Look at this. That is just too much something.
How did Dominic become pro staff or something?
Well, remember, it's pro staff for a company that does all the work for you. Just say it.
He probably gets more codes used than you do, Chad. So I'm just saying.
And it is waterproof too, so you can put it on your boat and leave it on your boat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You gave me a lot of whoa. Calm down, Dominic. Calm down with that word.
And it also has your indicator light, so you push it just to see how much charge you got. Mine's fully charged.
It'll probably be that way because you probably only use it like once every couple months when.
Well, it'll keep itself charged once you put it on the boat. Because
you know what?
Hey, what are the color options for the tumblers you got, Freddie? The catfish one.
Oh, geez. Oh, you just want me to send you a screenshot of pictures?
Yeah, please do that. You see, guys, this is what we're dealing with. We've got people that have been begging for these tumblers, and are they on Freddie's website? No. I mean, I guess I have to take them. I should have took them, put them on mine, but
it'd probably get up there faster.
Yeah, it would definitely got up there faster.
But
well, look, if they'd have been at the show, they would have seen all them cool colors.
I like them though.
Not everybody can travel to South Carolina for the show, so I'm just saying if they were on the site, I could see them there too.
It's fun. It's definitely fun. I enjoy that stuff. I like meeting all the people. I love doing it. I hate the setup. The setup is well. This show setup was easy. Freddie had already did most of it, but I don't like the setup. But I love the rest of it.
And then these were the ones we just made for the show.
They're pretty
They're
nice.
dual colored, so it's like the red and blue, blue and red, green and orange, purple.
I don't like that. I don't like that Miami Dolphin one in the middle.
So you see it, it's just not one single color. It's like a 3D color. So we made those just for the show, and we got a lot of people asking us about those. So
okay. Oh, I'm dropping something. Okay. All right. Well, we've lost half our audience now. So
good.
I guess we'll send you all over to Team Snag and Whiskers. So
thank you, everybody that hung in there.
Yeah,
it was a slow night. We had something that fell through, and Brian wasn't here to keep us entertained. So
yeah, we needed Brian's. We had somebody to make fun of besides Freddie. So maybe next week he'll decide to show up for work for the first time in 3 weeks. So see you guys and have a good week. Be safe out there if you're in this weather path. So A lot of flooding, a lot of winds, a lot of tornado activities. Be safe.
Yeah, be very
out there
careful.
Get out there and fish with these flooded waters if you can. Do so safely, though.
Yes.
Bye-bye. Have a good weekend.